first moment to thank every presenter that went before us. I've been impressed by everybody's presentations. It's been really great. And I've been inspired, honestly. And this is the main theme of our presentation today. We're going to talk about inspiration. Inspiration is why we humans do the things we do. So to be inspired by technologies is the only reasonable way to reach a sustainable future. And today I want to tell you guys that sustainable future is possible. So we chose 4 topics that inspired us to think, to develop new ideas. I'll start right now with the first topic. I chose positivity. We want positivity, progress, inspiration. Alright, my first idea is thorium reactors. In today's world, we use so much energy. You see the lights everywhere. It's insane how much energy we need. Even electric cars need a lot of energy. Right now, our way of producing energy is mainly coal. We produce, or fossil fuels. We produce a ton of energy this way, and it really kills the environment. Thorium reactors are a solution that doesn't pollute the environment as much, and it provides the possibility of a fully energy-independent future. What thorium reactors, the advantages of thorium reactors is that there are no meltdowns. The ingredients are extremely abundant. There's built-up. Thorium can last us for hundreds of years if we use every piece of it. It's extremely efficient. It doesn't produce a lot of waste, and its waste product is recycled. There's a ton of advantages to this. And it is a completely renewable energy source. Or not renewable, but extremely renewable. And we should really focus on that. And that will give us a future of fully energy independence. Right.
Okay, we're also going to talk about electric cars and how efficient they are. So first of all, they are really silent. And one of our problems right now is that we have a lot of noise pollution. So if you have electric cars, and that's one thing that you can take out of it. You already have like horns and all that. They already make so much noises. And they're environmentally friendly. Like Litawn was talking about how right now they're running on coal, but if we incorporate thorium reactors with them, it'll make them a lot better and more efficient to run on. And also, they're a lot cheaper. And as someone who's about to go to college and who's going to get, a car, there's already so much to stress out about and worry about, and then adding like these high gas prices to worry about as well. That's really like a lot. So like if it's a lot cheaper, it'll be a lot cheaper for us, like high school students, college students, to save money. And they're also a lot faster than normal cars, and every teenager likes that. So that's really good. And they reduce energy dependence on, our dependence on energy, because it's basically on electric, and it's a lot easier to get electric than it is to get oil or petroleum. And it's a lot better for our environment as well. And if we use thorium reactors, there's a lot of it, so it will help us sustain the environment. And yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, I'll be talking about solar panels. The good thing about solar panels is that they're from the sun, so we have infinite energy. And it's not like the oil reserves, which are estimated to run out in 30 to 40 years. And we can see it everywhere. We can see it from the rooftops, we can see it from core function calculators. And they help to, they're gluten-free, so it helps fix the environment and the process that we have currently, and make the air cleaner for us. It's good for remote areas where we won't have to extend the power grid, where we can just use power from solar panels to yeah. And it's also used in everyday low power consuming devices. It's not that ideal yet. There are some disadvantages to it. It's really expensive to produce currently, but the price will fall weekly. And it's also not ideal for certain places around the world where the weather might be a bit overcast and the sun isn't as reliable source. But it's a big step towards self-sustaining environment where we want to reach.
Hello, I'm Julio. The next one we're talking about will be closed loop systems, which is essentially recycling, except the recycling we're familiar with is at the personal level. This one talks about recycling at the company level, manufacturing, which means that if there's anything being made manufactured, sometimes there's byproducts with multiple steps, as well as the byproduct from the use of the product itself. With closed loop systems, we encourage companies to actually go about and collect any material that is left over and reuse it, and or tweak it so that it can be used again or disposed properly. Now, in a lot of situations, this can lead to a lot of financial savings. A lot of companies are able to reduce the amount of energy used as with aluminum. As data from the World Economic Forum mentions, recycled aluminum takes about 90% less energy to reuse, and it increases 95% less water pollution. Essentially, this is a huge advantage, at least for companies like Coca-Cola, who rely heavily on aluminum for their cans. Moreover, there's environmental benefits. We're not wasting all of this. It's a closed loop system, which means that anything that goes in stays in, and therefore there is no waste. We're avoiding toxic chemicals that are released with plastic as they decompose over a long period of time. We avoid the physical waste in the waters that harms animals, and we avoid using as much energy. That's all. Recycled materials do, in the majority of the cases, take less energy to reuse. Now, let's talk about the big picture. We brought out 4 big ideas here today, all of which are pretty simple and fairly well known. But the idea is to bring them all together to create a closed loop society, one that will allow us to avoid depleting our resources like gas and other materials used for manufacturing. With this system, we can become a society fairly reliable on ourselves, and we can ultimately better our environment. Because after all, sustainability is more than just having a society that can stand on its own. It's about having a dependable planet on which we can rely on for years to come. And so with this system, we leave on certain reactors, we can replace our main energy supply, something that's relatively clean, relatively useful, and produce less byproducts in the current system. With Joham's ideas of electric cars, now we're less reliable on gas prices economically, and gas price hikes due to social situations around the world. And we use less byproducts than solar cars. And lastly, we have the solar panels, which will take over short energy needs. Things are very small amount of energy for a certain amount of time, as they are fairly portable, as with some of the conditions mentioned today. Now lastly, we have my closed loop system. With it, we can avoid any byproducts or waste products in our society as a whole. We can make the world better. We can avoid pollution. We can avoid waste. We can be efficient. Because after all these ideas we talked about have benefits with very little backfire to them at all. They are young industries. It takes time, and that's where you come in. We're here to ask you guys to take part socially, politically in this situation, because after all, things need support. Without the money, without the people to back up this issue, we cannot move, we cannot progress, and we cannot move towards a better society. We're capable of standing on our own feet. A society in the U.S. is very reliable on a lot of factors, which limit our abilities to process as people. Together, I ask you guys to get up and in the future, become part of this society, become part of the political situation, and talk, join an interest group, vote, do whatever you can to make your voice heard. Because after all, why not?